Hi everyone, and welcome back to OpenTTD with me, Tommy P. It has been 404 days since episode 100 of my last OpenTTD Let's Play was uploaded, that one being the final episode in that particular Let's Play. I hope those of you who watched that enjoyed that series. But yeah, it's been an extremely busy 12 months for me, hence the lack of content, so I do apologise for that. However, I do intend to make up for that in spades, not only with this new OpenTTD Let's Play series. I'm also planning on launching 2 other Let's Play series for a couple of other classic retro PC games from back in the 90s and noughties, so do keep your eye out for those as well. Something a little bit different outside of OpenTTD, which will be good. So yep, here we are, back to today and back to our new OpenTTD Let's Play series. So without further ado, we'll crack onto that. When I was looking at what I was going to do for my next Let's Play series, I had a look at a couple of potential scenarios, one of which was a UK map. Obviously, I'm sure you all know I am from the UK, so I was quite tempted to do something like that, but I decided against it. I have played UK maps offline quite a few times. Whilst I enjoy them, I just wanted to try something a little bit different. So I decided that the most fun and enjoyable thing that I want to try and do, something I've never done before, and indeed something I don't think I've seen on a YouTube Let's Play before, is the grand old US of A, and Canada, and a little bit of Mexico as well. Yeah, so I have found this absolutely monstrous map, massively detailed. It is a 4096 by 4096 map, which is one of the biggest I've ever played on. Yeah, the title of this Let's Play series is going to be An Englishman in New York, because this is where I'll be setting up my base of operations. Mr. Tommy P, you'll be pleased to know he is back in our bigger and faster track limited company. We are in the US of A, where of course everything is just bigger, faster, better, fatter, dare I say. Apologies to any American viewers. I jest. My poor sense of English humour there. So yeah, Mr. Tommy P, he is back. He's looking forward to, well, probably new secretary knowing Mr. Tommy P, but here we are. So, what I wanted to do with this Let's Play, it's going to be quite a long one again. So as you can see, we're starting off in 1837, so a very early start. The industry set that is in use, I just need to remind myself of that. Where is that? Yeah, is this NAIS, North American Industry Set. Obviously you can see all the other GRFs I'm going to be using here as well. I'm not going to bother taking you through the settings, guys. As you might have caught from the start, I'm back using the JGRP patch pack. We're now on version 50.3. I think when I did the last Let's Play series, I started on about version 42, I think. So it's massively moved on. The settings list now is just, well, yeah, it's longer than the Bible. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, but going back to the industry set, this North American industry set, quite detailed, very like furs, in a way. So, lots and lots of industry across the entire map. Yeah, so lots for us to go after. And yeah, so what I wanted to do was put a few targets and goals in place, and just in case I forgot them, I thought I would write them in the sea just off the coast of New York here. So the first one I was looking at doing, I won't necessarily do these in any particular order, but goal number one would be to have a direct train from New York, which is here, obviously on the East Coast. There's a good old New York. I'll just get rid of the industries here, actually. Let's flick to the hills so you can get a bit of a scale of the journey. So from New York here, I want a train service cross country all the way. Gotta get through, well, I think this is the Rockies, if I remember, around here, all the way over to Los Angeles. That's what I'm looking at doing. Direct train service from New York to LA. I'm not even sure whether that actually exists in real life or not. Goal number two then will be a direct train from Miami to a little old place called Baker's Lake. And Miami, I'm sure you'll all be relatively familiar with, down here in Florida. There's good old Miami. So we're going to go from there to Baker's Lake, which basically is the most northerly point on the map. So Miami, pretty much one of the most southerly, all the way up across all of this to Baker's Lake up here in Canada. Tiny little place there. That's goal number two. Goal number three, at least one industry in each US state, that should be, to be used. So basically I need to make sure that I've used one industry from every single state across the US. Obviously there's no Alaska, and there is no Hawaiian Islands either, so if my maths is correct, I think that will just be the 50 states for me to get at least one industry from within each of those 50 connected up. Quite fortunately, when you click on any industry, it does tell you which town that belongs to, and each town does have the short form of the state name included. So AL, I think, is Alabama. MS, I assume is Minnesota. I'm quite good with my US geography. Here we are, Fort Smith. I assume that is Arkansas, and so on. So yeah, that's another one of our little goals that we have to try and achieve. And then number 4, I would like a little ferry route across the Great Lakes. So these 3 lakes here are the Great Lakes. Yeah, so Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, rather, and Lake Superior. They are the Great Lakes. So what I'm thinking here is probably a ferry route, and you can actually get, obviously as you can see here, you can get access to all 3 lakes from each other. So yeah, so I'm thinking we'll maybe have a ferry service sort of going all through here, maybe then down, calling into Detroit, and then back up, and then probably down into Chicago. So yeah, try and get a bit of a nice bit of a ferry route going on there. Obviously many other towns and cities along the way that we could possibly call into as well. That was the 4th goal, and then the 5th and final one, and this will perhaps be the most ambitious one to go after, is a direct boat service, or passenger boat service, from the East Coast to the West Coast. And as you can see, there are lots of rivers throughout the US, and I think we can get, and it probably will be from New York, we will have to do probably a little bit of terraforming, but I think we can get a boat service using rivers only all the way from the East Coast to the West. Yeah, maybe somewhere up here. So, as I say, for me, is the most ambitious of all. So, that is today's first little intro episode. Give you a bit of an update on what we're going to be doing here. So, next time round, we will get going. We're setting up our base here in New York City. We're getting some passenger services going, and we will start to then work upon our 5 goals. I hope you will join me for that episode, and indeed the rest of the series. And thanks for joining me today, guys. Until next time, this is Tommy P, signing off.